Welcome to No Spoilers. So episode 3 just dropped receipts. We're not just investigating who shot Madam anymore. We're discovering that like 3 different people might have been involved. Tandy confesses. Toni hired a hitman. El Fuego's covering up evidence. And Quincy's walking around with a gun being stupid about it. This episode is insane. Let's get into it. So Madam's at the shooting range with Tommy as her human decoy, yes. Human decoy, and she's testing out bigger guns and bulletproof vests. She ain't recovering. She's preparing for war. Then at her house, Carla and Toni show up with casserole and fake concern. But the second Toni asks about Madam's will, Madam knows what's up. These aren't sisters worried about her health. These are vultures waiting for her to die so they can split her empire. Madam goes off. You'll need to leave my house. Classic Madam. She doesn't play with fake energy. Okay, this is the moment. Tandy calls the concierge and tells him something crazy. I think I shot Madam when I was drunk. I woke up with a gun on my table and all these missed calls from her. The concierge doesn't panic. He asks where the gun is. She tells him it's in her safe. He tells her to keep it there and bring it to him. When she asks how much it costs, he says, I trade favors. I'll call on you later. That's not innocent behavior. This man just positioned himself to have leverage on Tandy. He now knows about a gun connected to the shooting. He's playing 4D chess while Tandy's playing checkers. And here's the thing, if the concierge shot Madam, would he even care about Tandy's gun? The fact that he wants it suggests he didn't do it, and he's collecting evidence to protect himself. At Club Eden, Blue's asking Dime did she go through with the abortion, and Dime's like, nah. I got distracted with Madam being shot. Plus, Amp knows now and everything's more complicated. Blue tells us straight up, if you're gonna do it now. Time is running out. Meanwhile, Amp is at the gym spiraling to El Fuego about the whole situation. El Fuego's like, relax, she come around, but Amp isn't relaxed. He's losing his mind because he wants this baby and Dime's not sure. This is the subplot that's gonna hit different when we find out who really shot Madame. The concierge just shows up at Madam's house with a dog as a peace offering. Like, sir, you got audacity. Madam tells him, give me one reason why I shouldn't shoot you right now. And he's like, I didn't have anything to do with the shooting. Here's a dog as proof. Madam doesn't believe him. Of course she doesn't. But she keeps the dog. And the concierge leaves. This man is either the most confident, innocent person ever, or he's playing psychological warfare. Either way, he's out of line showing up at an attempted murder victim's house like it's a social call. Someone's leaving packages at Midnight's apartment. He opens it and it's pictures of him framed all nice, but also pictures of Renee mixed in. This is stalker behavior. Midnight's literally talking to himself like this girl is crazy. And then at Club Eden's grand reopening, guess who's in the crowd watching Midnight from a distance? Renee. She's obsessed. She's just crazy about Night. El Fuego gets a message from an anonymous person online telling him about the dead guy, the one Blue and Tommy killed. This anonymous person knows about it. Then Blue calls him and tells him to delete the CCTV footage. And when he hesitates, she's like, you better pray this doesn't come back on you. El Fuego deletes it. He's now covering up a murder. He just destroyed evidence. Later, he meets the concierge at the park to hand over the deleted footage. He's telling the concierge he's preventing a gang war, but really he's just digging himself deeper into this conspiracy. The concierge even offers him a job in his empire. El Fuego hits back with a threat about the Bureau of Georgia, but like, you already deleted the evidence, bro. You think that threat matters now? Blue goes to Matty B's asking Carla about the dead guy. Did he come in? Carla's like, girl, so many people come through. I don't remember. Blue asks for the CCTV footage. Carla hits her with, oh, we wipe that daily. Convenient. Too convenient. Either Carla's involved or she's protecting someone. And given that her sister Toni is about to do something crazy, you know Carla's in on it. Okay, so this is huge. A mysterious man shows up at Matty B's where Toni's working, and he tells her, we held up our end of the bargain even though things didn't go how you wanted. You gotta pay us. Toni hired someone to shoot Madam? This is Madam's own sister trying to have her killed. Toni's like, I'm short on cash right now, and the man's like, next time I come, you better have my money. Tandy goes to her safe to get the gun and it's gone. She knows Quincy took it because he's the only one who knew about it. Meanwhile, Quincy is out here bragging to Big D about how he's about to buy a luxury car because he knows who shot Madam and he's getting the reward. Big D immediately pieces it together. Quincy was with Tandy, so Tandy must be the shooter. This man just solved the case in one conversation. Quincy's carrying a potentially murder weapon, broadcasting that he knows who did it, and walking around being stupid about it. He's a dead man walking and he don't even know it. Madam shows up to Club Eden's grand reopening with a walking stick that's also a taser and a knife. Tommy gave her that. She's literally weaponized her recovery. El Fuego's not there and Madam goes off. She can feel the energy is off. A woman at the Club Eden tries Madam and ends up hurt. Madam tells the crew, keep it 100 at work. But outside, El Fuego is getting beaten by a mysterious man with a baseball bat asking about Rob and Bernie, people we ain't never heard of. Who is this guy and what does he want with El Fuego? Okay, so after this episode, here's what we know. Tandy shot Madam maybe? While drunk? Toni hired someone to shoot Madam, confirmed the concierge, playing broker between everyone. El Fuego covering up the real evidence. Carla protecting Toni probably. Quincy got the gun, about to snitch for money. The hitman Toni hired, still unknown. Renee, obsessed with midnight, irrelevant but crazy. This ain't one shooter, this is a conspiracy. Multiple people tried to take Madam out and she survived all of it. Who's the actual shooter though? Tandy? Toni's hitman? Both? That's what episode 4's got to answer. Episode 3 escalated everything. We went from mystery to conspiracy. Toni's a would-be murderer. El Fuego's an accessory. And Quincy's walking around with a gun about to get himself killed. Drop your theories. Is this coordinated or coincidence? Comment below. Like, subscribe, let's figure this out together. Episode 4 is coming and somebody's about to get exposed.